Donald Trump and Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency isn't just dumb. And believe me, it's dumb. But it is also dangerous. It has already cost people their lives and is putting all of us in harm's way. And the clearest example of that just came in yet another plane crash. Now, so far, the reporting suggests that no one has lost their life in this crash, but that is of the current reporting. But regardless, it is incredibly scary that this continues to happen and as a direct result of a decision Donald Trump just made that we are going to get into. But before we do, if I could quickly ask you to leave a like on this video, and if you haven't already and you enjoy our channel and the reporting we do here, to hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way, and it really does mean a lot to me. Now, before we get into this story, first, I want to show the exact decision that Donald Trump has made that is resulting in these crashes.
There's 2 items for your signature today. The first is the formal commission appointing Chris Rochelot to be the Deputy Administrator of the Federal Aviation Administration.
Right.
And since the commissioner position since the administrator position is currently vacant, he will act as the administrator since he's now been appointed deputy.
And he's a very capable guy.
Extremely experienced in aviation and highly regarded in the industry and in government.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Second, for your signature, we have a presidential memorandum titled Immediate Assessment of Aviation Safety. In light of the damage done to aviation safety by the Biden administration's DEI and woke policies, what this presidential memorandum orders is for your Secretary of Transportation and FAA Administrator, in this case acting FAA Administrator, to basically ensure that we are actively undoing all of that damage, that we are assessing how much damage was done, and that we're ensuring that people hired within the FAA, in keeping with your memorandum of January 21st, are only the most outstanding, capable people for the jobs that they're being hired into.
In other words, competence.
Yes, sir. Elevating competence over everything else instead of the DEI policies that were pursued by the Biden administration.
I think everyone understands that. And Obama.
Yes.
Both of them. Okay, but Biden much worse. Not even a contest. What they've done is just crazy in so many other ways. Okay?
Mr. President.
He is proudly going forward with mass firings of experts in air traffic control, airline safety. It is an insane thing to do, irregardless of if there were crashes happening at a historic rate, which there are since Donald Trump has taken office. And I was a little, I want to be honest, I was a little slow to want to go ahead and blame Donald Trump for that first crash over Reagan Airport. I said, these accidents happen. We shouldn't be politicizing this. We should be, of course, making the case that his plans of mass firings at FAA and deregulation would cause more of these. But no, it is his fault. It was his fault. It continues to be his fault, especially with a decision like this he made recently. Hundreds of FAA probationary workers fired by Trump administration, union says. An exact number of firings is not yet known, but the head of the Professional Aviation Safety Specialists said that several hundred workers have started getting firing notices on Friday, and that they could even be barred from FAA facilities Tuesday after the federal national holiday. The move comes less than 3 weeks since the mid-air collision over Washington, D.C. that killed 67 people and that highlighted shortages of air traffic controllers and FAA infrastructure issues. The FAA system that distributes critical flight safety alerts to pilots failed just days after the crash and forced the agency to rely on a backup system. Since taking office in January, Donald Trump and Elon Musk have upended the federal workforce, firing top officials and convincing 77,000 workers to voluntarily leave their jobs through a deferred resignation offer. The administration on Thursday broadened its effort to terminate thousands of probationary workers, instructing agencies on a call to move forward with the layoffs. They are putting us directly in harm's way, and now we are getting events like this that took place today. A Delta flight carrying roughly 80 passengers from Minnesota appears to have crash-landed at Toronto Pearson Airport. No casualties have been reported as of this time. Numerous photos and videos have been released showing passengers safely exiting the plane, which flipped upside down. At least 8 people are injured. paramedics say. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Every day he's firing more FAA officials, as every day we see more and more plane crashes, which hadn't happened for 15, 16 years since Donald Trump took office. These are the direct effects of his actions, and he does not seem to care. We talked about yesterday in a video when Donald Trump was asked about the rising price of eggs and the potential that the European Union would bar imports of American food, significantly harming farmers that overwhelmingly voted for Donald Trump for some reason. He said, no, I don't care. They can do what they want. He does not care about you. He doesn't care about me. He doesn't care about anyone else. He does not care if people live or die based on his decisions. That's abundantly clear. And Elon Musk gives no thought before bringing down the sledgehammer, bringing down the meat axe on whatever agency he wants without any understanding of what it actually does. His little doge bags, his little lackeys, they don't care either. We have to stop treating this agency, we have to stop treating this presidency like it's legitimate in any way in the actions that it takes. That these people are trying to trim the fat. It's not. They are stupid, they are unqualified, and they are putting us in harm's way. And someone who perfectly and succinctly made that point, a point that we need to continue to make, was Rachel Maddow right here.
404 Media today reported that on the website for Doge, I don't know, Doge, I don't know, whatever we're supposed to call it, on their own website that Elon Musk's agency-destroying group has set up for themselves. It appears that random members of the public have been able to upload joke categories and database entries onto that website that show up as if they are official Doge.gov data. And people can add random stuff to this website, not because there's like a post your public comment here section, but because apparently when Doge designed this website for itself, they didn't know how, or they forgot to make the website secure so other people couldn't post random stuff on it. 404 Media reporting today that people were posting things like, quote, these experts left their database open, ruh-roh, and quote, this is a joke of a .gov site. Remember, these are our high-tech overlords. At the Huffington Post today, they've got comment from an unnamed employee of the Defense Intelligence Agency pointing out that among the data that Elon Musk's little group has posted online on their apparently totally insecure, half-baked website is classified information about the National Reconnaissance Office, which is the federal agency that designs, builds, and maintains U.S. intelligence satellites. Quote, Doge just posted secret, no foreign, meaning nobody who's not a U.S. national is supposed to see it, no foreign info on their website. Currently, people are scrambling to check if their info has been accessed. This comes on the heels of Elon Musk telling reporters in the Oval Office that we should all be shocked. The American people should be shocked by the scandalous discovery he and his high-tech team made while apparently pawing through Social Security records and data in that part of the government's guts. Because he's allowed to do that, I guess. He said the scandal that he and his team had uncovered in Social Security data is that there are people in the Social Security database who are listed as being 150 years old. And we don't know exactly what Mr. Musk was talking about because he's seeing stuff that I think he's not allowed to see, and neither are we. But today, people started gingerly asking if perhaps Mr. Musk just didn't know that in an older version of the programming language that is used by the Social Security Administration, when you didn't have a date to enter in a particular field, it would code it as 150 years ago. It would code it as 1875. The year 1875 is essentially an error message to let you know that there isn't a real date in that record, and so you should treat that as an error and find out what went wrong. Does he know that? Or does he really think those are records for 150-year-old people? Does he know what he's looking at when he's pawing through your Social Security records? Remember, it's their technical prowess and know-how that's supposed to impress us and make us think this is somehow different than when a far-right, power-mad, doomed president tried to do this exact same thing in 1973. We're supposed to be intimidated here. That measles outbreak we told you about last night in West Texas, it has now doubled in size as of today. The CDC also has fired as many as 1,300 people today. The intelligence staff at the Department of Energy sent its staff an urgent warning about how to respond to Elon Musk's team seeking access to sensitive classified materials about nuclear weapons. And at the National Nuclear Security Administration today, which is responsible for keeping our nukes safe, they fired a significant portion of their staff today, hundreds of staff members. Yesterday, we got word that Trump and Musk's little squad of genius web developers and software engineers, the folks who may have accidentally posted the classified information on their website and left open some sort of back door so that random members of the public can post stuff on it. That genius squad has now reportedly been sent into the IRS. So now that group is in there with your tax information. While tonight we get word that at the IRS, just ahead of tax filing season, they are about to fire thousands, maybe 9,000 people who actually work there to handle your taxes. The combination of the smash and grab by the supposedly high-tech team and the mass firing of people who actually do know what they're doing means real material harm is being done to our country. And it will take a long time to repair it when we finally get to start.
We have to stop treating like these people like they are legitimate, like they are smart, like they know what they're doing. They do not. They are dangerous and they are dumb. Period. End of story. That is how we have to address them. That is how we have to talk about them. We cannot say, well, we want to work on bipartisan issues that get rid of waste. Yeah, of course we do. We're Democrats. We've been talking about that forever, since Bill Clinton was doing it. We don't have to make that point. Make the point that what they're doing is wrong and dangerous. That's what's important. Jeez. And we're going to keep calling that out. And if you want to support what we're doing on this show, even though sometimes we get a little angry, in which we should, as always, you can hit that subscribe button. You can leave a like on this video. And if you stuck around to the end, you can drop a blue heart in the comments. Until next time, I'll see you soon.